Hi, welcome to Brush Tips with Cheri. Today we have a super fun winter painting. So we just named this actually like 3 minutes ago. Oh dear, because we couldn't think of a name for it. So this is a super basic painting, super fun, a great way to get creative with depth and shadows and stuff. So this is what we're gonna do. We only actually have 4 colors today too. I was just gonna do black and white, but we have a couple little surprises, so we added a little bit of bright red in there. So we have silver, black, and white, and the bright red. Our brushes today are, of course, our Big Daddy brush, our fun little round brush, and then our little tiny detail brush right here. Okay? So this is the one that we're going to start off with right here, is this Big Daddy one. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on the background first, and we're going to work on the sky part. The sky part is a tiny little bit of black, very, very little bit of black, because it changes the color dramatically of the white. So you just want a tiny, tiny little bit of black. And then from the top, I want you to work your way down. Do you see all that black that's still in my brush? I'm going to have to grab some white and go right over that. And don't forget about your tops. This was a super quick start to this painting because it's so easy. It's just an easy, fun painting. I whipped it up last night. And up and down, up and down. You want to make it look like it's like a forest back there. All right, more. Perfect. I was trying to find something Christmassy, wintry, something. Not all of our fans celebrate Christmas, so I thought, well, if we just stick with the theme of winter, then we should be A-okay, right? Excuse me, I'm just getting over like a little sinus thing, so I apologize. I know everyone seems to have it. It's the season. Thank God it's right before Christmas. We do celebrate Christmas, my family and I. We celebrate Christmas, and Santa's going to be coming soon to our house. And we have an amazing little elf. Who has an elf on the shelf? Not my fave, that's for sure. And then even the studio, like we're doing a great contest at the studio too to celebrate Christmas. So actually any holiday, really, let's just celebrate any holiday because every holiday is a fun holiday. Okay, so the bottom part, I go the opposite direction, but I used silver and some white. And I just went right across here, and I didn't overblend. Just keep moving your brush up and down. You see how I'm not overblending? I'm just painting. Just keep going. I feel like it's splashing me. Whoops. Well, I see I got some extra paint on the floor, so I'm gonna have to take care of that after class, after we're done with painting today. Okay, so when you're standing in front of yours, it's going to be straight. Mine is not straight. Nope, sure isn't. I paint it right there at an angle, don't I? So let me angle this, or put this straight, I should say. Oh, excuse me. And then I want to flip it to the side, and I want to hit the bottom. So make sure that you hit your bottom of your canvas. So that way when we hang it, it actually is all covered. Look at my thumbprint. Huh. Let's just erase it. Erase it. There we go. Now we gotta let this dry here. We can go darker on the bottom too, because if you see over here, that one's a little bit darker. We'll add some shadows in a minute. Let's just get this guy dry. without getting my fingerprints all over it, right? So this is where we like to sing a little song, right? Or you can go like make a cup of tea, maybe go get some guacamole from a Mexican restaurant. That's where I just came from. But it's very important to have this part dry, because when we go to put our deer on, we don't want our deer to blend in to our background. So we're going to kind of smudge them out a little bit. And for those of you who are super nervous about doing this deer, it's super easy. And you can also get a stencil too. I can mail you a stencil if you need me to. Or you can stop and get one from me. I will cut one special just for you. All right, let it dry, let it dry. All right, I think it's good enough, close enough. It's good enough for me. But for you at home, let it dry all the way, okay? All right, let's grab this little round brush here. Not the little one, but the medium-sized one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take some silver and a little bit of black, mix that together. Can even add a little bit of white in there. And I just want you to make real thin lines up and down. Then you can even make a little tree branches like this. And I just real lightly feather it on there. Okay, and we're going to do that all the way across. And all the way over here too. Just go up and down. And you almost want them to be like you can't really see them, because it's more of like a faded out background, like it's snowing. So I'm going to pull some more white into that and bring some more white trees in with just a little bit of the gray, black, gray-ish colors. And you can go back over them as many times as you need to. My head is like a little groggy today, I feel like, because I didn't get much sleep last night. I haven't been sleeping good, it's crazy. Or little Nico, he's got bad asthma, and that makes me not sleep good, because when he gets a cold, it's really, really bad. All right, look at this, guys. Oh my gosh, I bet yours is so beautiful at home too. See how I'm just kind of feathering it on there? Just really, really lightly. Just keep playing around with it. Don't kick your easel like I just did. No, I'm just kidding. You can kick your easel if you need to. I'm just going to feather a little bit down into here. I like to not make the points so hard into the ground. I want them to kind of blend in a little bit. Make it look like they're hanging out there. All right. And we can grab a couple little darker ones up here. And you don't have to put the branches on them if you don't want to. It just, whoops, look how dark we went there. Yikes, that's okay. We'll just fade that one out a little bit with a little bit of white. There we go. Perfect. You can come in from the top too, just real lightly. Really, really lightly. Only use the tip of your brush. If you're using your whole brush, you're going to get really, really thick lines. Just think of it as like cursive writing or feathering. You can add a couple extra little branches here. Maybe a fun little tree over here. Just spread that out a little bit. We'll add a nice little darker tree right there. Feather that down. Oh my gosh, so I keep forgetting to bring in my Clapper Award to show you all of you super awesome people who have helped me with this show. I keep forgetting to bring it in. I will remember after the holidays, right? We are going to take a little holiday break, just so everyone knows, and they aren't trying to tune in next week to see us live. But you can watch the reruns of some of the greatest shows ever that Brush Tip has ever had. Here we go. Here's our trees. How does that look? So that's our main background right there. We're going to let that dry a second. And then we need to add, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Then we need to add our darker trees. So the way that we do it, we're going to kind of stack them up a little bit. We'll start lower here and then work our way up to make it look like there's a path, okay? And we'll put our sweet little deer there. And we had a couple suggestions on our Facebook page of what we should do with this deer. So you're going to see all of our fun little surprises that we're going to add to make this even more elaborate and even a better painting. So I encourage you all at home to definitely put your own little twist on it too. Make it your own technique. All right, so we're going to take the black and the gray, that silver, and we're going to mix it together. Now this is a metallic silver. I'm not even sure if you can even tell in the camera just because it's so, it's real shiny in person, but let's do this, all right? So I'm going to start over here and I'm going to come right up. Okay. Then I'm going to come like right here. And I'm going to come right up. And at the bottom you can kind of have it a little thicker here. And we're going to do the same thing right here. Just kind of go up. Make it a little thicker at the bottom so it looks like a tree. We kind of, I like to add a little shadow just to blend out that ground, just so the ground doesn't look so dark, you know? Let's go right here, add this other little tree. Oop, we went a little bit thick there, so just bring it back up to the top. I always feel like I have my back turned to everybody, but I know that I don't. Okay, perfect. All right, friends, same thing over here. Ready? Come up. And your pressure is going to be a little bit different depending on how thin or thick you want your branches of your trees. If you want them real thick, then go ahead and make a real thick push on that brush. If you don't want them real thick, just go real thin then. Barely touch it. And let's do a little bit more, couple more, right? Oh my gosh, this is so perfect. This is beautiful. And you know we love, love, love hearing from our friends over there painting with us on the other end. So if any of you are painting along with us, please, please, please send us your pictures. This is a great activity to do, especially over the holiday season. We've got lots of different shows to choose from. So be sure to get some canvases for some fun family time. Or if you just want to do it yourself, just do it yourself. Look at how pretty this is looking. This guy's a little dark right here, so I'm just going to make him a little bit darker and connect him. And I'll go a little bit thicker here too. Real thin ones. Whoa, look what I just did. Yikes. Oops, it's okay. We'll just clean off that brush. I just made it a little bit thicker than what I wanted. Just going to add some white right over it, okay? It's just a little deeper, darker forest. Perfect. So then the other thing that I did was I took some white and I just created a path. So you could see I'm just brushing it, almost like I'm sweeping a floor. Okay? Just where there's like a nice little opening, maybe some snow on the ground. Can even add a little over here. Throw a little right there. You can grab some of this gray too. Kind of play around by the trees. And I'm just kind of really, really lightly feathering some of this on here. If you want, you can use your Big Daddy brush. That's fine too. If you want to stick with this little brush or you want to get another brush, definitely do that. This is all for you. I just like to really lightly brush some little things in here like this. Make it look like little shadows. Whoops, don't hit your tree like I just did. It'll be okay. Look at how pretty this is looking. It's looking like a path going down the forest. Let me take a look. Let me step back. Oh gosh. Yeah, we're keeping this guy. This one's a good one, huh? Look at how pretty. I'm super excited to see all of yours. Okay. Every time I clear my throat, I think of a song. All right, let's let this dry. Let it dry. Super excited for this. Wait till you see the sweet treat I brought for it. I'm super excited for that. Dry, dry, dry. This part is almost dry. So what we can actually do here, let's do it actually. This is what we're gonna do. I am going to rinse off this brush really, really good. I'm gonna take the butt end of my brush, okay? Any of them, really. And just little dots, little snowflakes throughout. Look at how pretty this is. Look at how perfect. This just brings our painting to life. I mean, super, super cute. Very, very cute. Look at, I don't even know if you can see them. They're so tiny. These tiny little droplets of snow are so, so tiny. But they are so, so pretty on here in person. I love when you guys give me suggestions on my Facebook page. People suggest stuff all the time, and honestly, it's so wonderful because it helps me think outside of my normal painting box. Oh my goodness, I love it. This is looking pretty fancy. So we're gonna let that dry. Let's rinse off this brush. And let's do this deer. I'm gonna bring out this little tiny baby guy here, okay? And then what we're gonna do is, for everybody at home, I'm gonna get you a piece of chalk. Let's do this. Let's go on our piece of chalk, okay? And then this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put it up here just so I can get a better grip on this. And we've got a deer body. So just make a plus sign. And then you have some deer legs. You can just make 2 V's. I know it's going to look goofy right now, but it won't once we get it on there, okay? Then you can make the head backwards like a 7. So across a 7 and then 2 V's for the legs. Now I just freehanded this last night on here. So now with this guy on here, hopefully I don't mess it up, right? Even if we do, that's okay. Just be really, really light, and we'll fade them out too. It's super easy. Make sure you go broad with the chest there. Okay. We do have a really broad chest when it comes to deer. And not too long of a neck because they aren't really giraffes. So we need to make sure that we don't make them a giraffe. Okay. This kind of looks like a little ostrich face, so we're going to fix that. Fix this guy. Here we go. There we go, sir. Thank you. Thank you, you sweet little reindeer. Here we go, talking to my paintings again. Ha ha ha. Good thing you guys all totally understand how crazy I am when it comes to my paintings, that you're totally acceptable. And what is this guy, pregnant? What is going on here? What is happening? Oh dear. We'll just go up higher like this and make them a little bit thinner. Give them a little bit longer legs. Perfect. We'll erase that little guy. And this guy's down in the woods a little bit more than that guy over there, but that's okay. It's all right. He is okay. Okay, antlers, antlers. Antlers are straight up, not too high. I think I went a little high with these, but that's okay. Look at how cute. I love this little guy. He's my fave. Okay, perfect. Yay! Then we're going to fade him out a little bit, okay? We're going to add a little bit of white around him. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Look, I got so lost. We just lost 3 minutes of time on that guy. Okay. Let's take this brush. Let's get some of this gray. We're going to fade out this little boo-boo there. And fade this out a little bit. Bring some of this down. Give him a little shadow. Little shadow here. Fade them out over here. That way it doesn't have to be perfect. If you fade them out, you kind of make them a little messy. Then it looks like the snow is just kind of like you can barely see them back there in the distance, you know? Okay, next thing. Here it is. Here's our special sweet little treats. So my aunt suggested this one, that we go ahead and we add a tiny little cardinal on a branch. This guy might be a little bit too big, this brush, for this. We'll fix that. And then a bunch of people suggested this. Why don't we turn our sweet little reindeer into a Rudolph? And that's where our red comes into play. So if you see our little cardinal up there, you can see him. We're just going to add a little bit of black to him, kind of give him a little bit of definition. I don't think I have a different, but I do have a Sharpie. I do have a Sharpie, and that would work. So now we have a cute little cardinal and a cute little reindeer nose. Let's give this guy a little beak. Let's round him out a little bit. We can add a little bit more red, just because I added too much black that time. So let's do that. Just a little bit, make him a little bit redder. Perfect. Yay! Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And then our little reindeer is so cute too. So, really, really quick, I did bring some varnish to go over it. So this is a glitter varnish. We have like 30 seconds to do this glitter varnish. I'm just going to throw this glitter varnish on. It is a clear glitter varnish. You can get this at any craft store. I'm going to clean off my big brush real quick, dry it off really, really well. I'm going to take this little glitter here, whoops, and I'll clean that up in a minute. And real lightly, I'm just going to pull some glitter into my painting like this. And it's very, very light. You barely even see the glitter. It'll be just a nice little glow. It'll make it look like it's snowing all around our, whoa, sweet little reindeer. Okay. And there it is, folks. There is our sweet winter painting. So thank you everyone for watching. Oh, and don't forget to sign your paintings. Make it your own. So grab your little tiny brush, grab this, and this is how we get to sign off. Enjoy your week. Thanks for watching.